Look, I see the warfare get colder than ice. Welcome to the heart of a soldier of Christ. The Bible makes it clear that your soul has a price. It's time to take up your cross and get a hold of your life. Look, I see the warfare get colder than ice. Welcome to the heart of a soldier of Christ. The Bible makes it clear that your soul has a price. It's time to take up your cross and get a hold of your life. We walk by faith, it's got me taking mad chances. God told me watch for these labels and the advances. I fight the good fight, know what this man's stance is. My pen game militant, why do you think it has a cartridge? They can't ban my beats if they rap garbage. Mostly celebrities are washed, I call that a starfish. My integrity for sale, I gotta keep that guarded. Real might man, with the heart of a psalmist. All the enemies I pass through, they just wanna see the kid fell. Before you launch your attack, you better ask where it intels. If they ain't born again, they won't understand our intel. They're banging out ZH from London to Israel. Christ is the oxygen, my spirit has to inhale. I'm looking at bro, like it's time we saw our ship sail. If your heart is heavy, then it means you need to lift bells. Stick to the script, I pray they follow this trail. Look, I see the warfare get colder than ice. Welcome to the heart of a soldier of Christ. The Bible makes it clear that your soul has a price. It's time to take up your cross and get a hold of your life. Look, I see the warfare get colder than ice. Welcome to the heart of a soldier of Christ. The Bible makes it clear that your soul has a price. It's time to take up your cross and get a hold of your life. We risk our lives just to stay on this narrow path. More time, I'm too much for these shallow hearts. If you wanna see clear, know the flesh has to starve. And find a balance, don't be blinded by that camouflage. They want the crown, but they don't wanna have the scars. We were taking out these witches trying to capture stars. See my destiny, they will never sabotage. I make it happen, even if the battle lasts. So who's about this labor? Who's trying to see the harvest? The power of the gospel's what I'm truly trying to harness. I know the war's in the spirit, what I've been through is carnage. God bless me with a purpose, I refuse to see it tarnished. They might not know the most high, but he knows where their heart is. I know they won't see me clearly if they're stuck up in the darkness. I stay filled with the spirit, never empty and garnished. And if you stick to the script, then he'll finish what he started. I'm a man of prayer, there were cities getting bulldozed. If I blast in tongues, that's something like Morse code. Friday night vigil, that can turn into a war zone. Know who you are in Christ, then you'll find your throne. I reside in West, but it's Zion where I call home. I gotta move in silence, but in prayer I make my thoughts known. 12 hours straight, we used to end up with a sore throat. I was taking out armies just like Samson with a jawbone. And I ain't selling dreams, I ain't buying fool's gold. Labels talking money, but I see through all of your loans. These garms don't cut, I'm about to make my own wardrobe. I won't just drop some fire, fam, I leave the all explode. These rappers sounding funny, coming like they're all clones. So-called gospel artists, all they ever do is talk road. I'm grafting in the word, now I'm ready cause my sword's grown. Stick to the script, I'm only doing what the Lord's shown.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. That was Big Zion, man. Make sure y'all go check that artist out, man, and check out some of his music. Yeah, so we're gonna be starting off the show a little bit differently, man. We're gonna show some love to some different artists out there from United States, from over there overseas, and everything else, man. We got to mix it up a little bit. This is CHH Jams. Let's talk gospel. I'm your humble host. One of your humble hosts, half of your host, Orlando Page. And we got my brother over there with that nice blue, sea blue shirt on. Mr. Bertrand McKinney. How you feeling, brother? How you feeling?
Spectacular. How you doing, bro?
Brother, you look swagtacular.
Man, look, bro. I appreciate you, man. I love the fact that you started it off, bro, with some music, man. And look, international at that, bro. That's what I love about the genre about music. Music is international. It's international. It speaks to everybody around the world. And when you're sharing the gospel through music, man, you're talking to people all over the world, man. So I love that, bro. Love that cut.
Hey, man. I'm gonna try to reach out to brother, man, and see if we might be able to get him on the show and everything, because I would love to, for him to answer, one of your questions, who is his influences, because I would love to find out who influenced him to even start getting into Christian, into gospel rap. So definitely I would love that. So So yeah, we're gonna take some time out and sit down, and I'm gonna try to reach out to him and see.
Okay.
Me
Do
try
you
to
know
reach
where he's
out.
from?
No, he sounds like he's from
Yeah,
England or somewhere
yeah, he have
around
an
there.
accent for sure.
So yeah, definitely, man. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. This is Let's Talk Gospel right here on CHH Jams. Hold on, let me turn on CHH Jams real quick. So if y'all want to go and listen to the station and not so much watch, the video, that's up to you. And that is yeah, it's on right now for you. So what we're doing is our guest tonight is our brother Mr. Constant Battle. Mr. Constant Battle will be on the show. He's running a little bit behind time, but that's okay though. That's all right. You have a big event coming up, very, very soon. But I know our brother, Complete, and his wife has an event, coming up, which I'm this Saturday. This Saturday, are
Yeah.
you gonna be able to make it to that?
Oh man, I'm not gonna miss that, bro. He's and shout out to the brother Complete, man. He's actually getting ready to do an event with and I don't want to mispronounce his name, but with some great artists, and I think the brother Rare Breed is one of them. A Rare Breed, I think is how you pronounce his name.
Okay,
I
yeah,
heard some of his music. Yeah,
a
yeah.
country
So
rapper.
yeah, it's like they're actually having like a crawfish like event or whatever and stuff, but they're gonna have music there, and they're all gospel artists, different genres, well, different types of gospel. Like I want to say is gospel hip hop. You're gonna have some gospel country and different things, man. So it's gonna be food, entertainment, just a good event, man. So shout out to the brother Complete.
Yeah, Rare Breed is a big name within with the
Exactly.
gospel twang, era and everything. I actually reached out to him. He probably never even looked at the email, but I I reached out to him about it was probably about a year and a half ago or something like that, asking him about coming on the show. But, sometimes you get it, when the level is up here, sometimes you might cross paths, but maybe he'll be able to stop by the show now since Complete is chopping up
I
with
ask
him.
him in
Maybe
person.
something in his ear. Oh yeah, that's
I'll
right. You're
be
gonna
there
be
this
there.
weekend, so I ask him in person. Yeah, I don't
Right,
think I have a problem being able to get backstage. I don't know. I might, but we'll see.
brother. I hope you don't have no problems getting
Oh,
backstage.
not either.
Man, boy. Hey y'all, I just gotta let y'all know, man. My man, Mr. Charlie, not Mr. Charlie. That sounds weird, but his name is Charlie, and he plays bass guitar on the praise on the praise
Don't blame
team
Mr. Charlie.
for our church. Exactly. For our church, and he blessed me with this hat, man. It's a dope hat. It's a fitted cap. I haven't had a fitted cap in so long, man. It on the front of it, you can't see it because it's a white hat. It says Demon Destroyer, and then on the back it has my name, Orlando. So shout out to my bro Charlie, man. If anybody from the church is listening in and y'all know Charlie, yeah, shout out to Charlie, man. This is the second hat that Charlie then blessed me with. So I'm definitely happy about that, man. Shout out to Charlie. I told y'all, man, I
Facts.
love hats, dude. I don't know what it is. I love hats, dude. When I'm not bringing anything on, but when I'm gone, make sure y'all just you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna donate all my hats to my brother Birdie. I'm gonna donate all my hats to Birdie. So you got a whole gang of hats coming your way, bro. So get you a full room set up and ready for
Man, look, you gonna have the wife talk about me real bad, dude. She already talk about my shoe collection and my hats. So getting more hats, man. I don't know. You might have to talk to her about that one, bro.
Hey, I mean, you can't turn them down, man. I'm gone.
Nah, yeah, that's true. But I got you.
You have to make a room, put them in the garage or something, bro.
Nah, those we can't do that. We're gonna have to, man. Let's change the subject, man. I don't even want to think like that, man. I don't
All
want to
right,
think like that. But
all
yo,
right.
shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. For the people that's listening on the radio station, for those that's watching, and for those that might be watching on on the replay. You know, Orlando and myself, we both expressed our gratitude, and I just want to say again, thank y'all. You know, y'all tune in and y'all listen to us, you know, just about every night. So, you know, that's time out of your day that you're taking to spend with us. So we really appreciate y'all.
All right. Yes. All right. Our brother Constant Battle is trying to get on, so he's working on that. While he's working on that, man, we're gonna give some love to a couple of people, man, that, you know, our brother Eric Cohen dropped the video inside the comments when I was asking about videos and stuff. So we're definitely going to show some love to our brother Eric Cohen. And y'all check out this video, man. If y'all have not followed Eric Cohen before, y'all need to go follow him. And we'll be right back with our brother Constant Battle. Yeah.
We miss you, man. The students, they really miss you.
I miss them too, man. I just don't think church is for me anymore.
Come on, Eric. You know you've got a gift. And God said he used your gift to reach many people.
It's not for me, man. I don't think it's for me.
Eric, what have you done with yourself, man?
Since 2000, almost 500,000 people have died from drug overdoses.
Eric, what have you done with yourself, man?
Since 2000, almost 500,000 people have died from drug overdoses.
It's not for me, man. I don't think it's for me.
I don't know what happens when you die. I'm just trying to get it while alive. Heaven, won't you let me in? I have gambled everything. I can tell you how it's gonna end. Yeah. I'll be counting millions in the bands. I've let go of all my fear. I don't need a souvenir. I don't know what happens when you die. I'm just trying to get it while alive.
It's not for me, man. I don't think it's for me.
Jesus, will you know my name when I'm standing at the gates? Will you look at me and say, I've lived a righteous way? Will you see my heart was true? That I gave my faith to you? That I lived my life in truth? That I gave you what was due? Will you take me by the hand? Slowly lead me in, exploring your whole kingdom. Walk me through the sand. Take me to your throne. Give me robes of gold. Bow before the Father and praise him for this soul. Will you show me fields of green like the world's never seen? Show me the creations that you never gave a name. My mind is just racing. I imagine all the ways that you'll laugh with me and walk with me. At the end of days, will you sit with me, reveal the mysteries of this life? Every little detail, I don't want to miss a line. Will you let me worship you? Glorify the truth. Walk me through the mountains. Let me see the view.
What happens when you die? I'm just trying to get it while alive. Heaven, won't you let me in? I have gambled everything. I can tell you how it's gonna end. Yeah. I'll be counting millions in the bands. I've let go of all my fear. I don't need a souvenir. I don't know what happens when you die. I'm just trying to get it while alive.
Will you keep me from these sins that separate our view? Will you keep me so connected that I only know the truth? Will you fill me with the message that reaches to the depths?
Get it while alive.
Path, fill me with the faith, a face so beautiful. It can keep me from these sins that separate our view. Will you keep me so connected that I only know the truth? Will you fill me with the message that reaches to the depths?
Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, yes. All right.
Yes, sir.
We are back. We're back.
Cool. I'm trying to make sure everything okay on my end. You know, technology be not technologing for me. So I'm getting better at it. I used to always say I'm not good, but my label was like, yo, stop telling people you're not good. Just get better at it.
We have another on or something.
You know, technology.
We got a lot of distortion going on. Hello?
Yeah. I'm here.
Cool. All right. You must have. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're back. That is not the full video for Eric Cohen, but you know, our brother is here, so he's sitting in waiting. So I wanted to go ahead and jump on back in so we can get this party started with our bro.
Yeah.
Battle in the building.
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing? Thanks for having me on.
Bless, bro. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
I appreciate the love, the invite, the support. You know, there's still a lot of people, ironically, that don't want to show, you know, what we consider, what they consider independent artists, you know, a lot of love, you know. So I appreciate y'all for even, you know, looking out and inviting me on.
Oh, definitely, man. This has been what?
Absolutely.
2-3 years in the making?
Yeah, we've been trying to link up for a while, but you know how the pandemic messed everything up. So, you know.
It's kind of funny that you even say pandemic, because the thing about it is, it's like, golly, that is true, because it was around that time. Because I believe when I was supposed to be sitting down with you, you ended up sitting down with DJ Ronnie Ron in my spot. He was interviewing you pretty much for me. So yeah, man. So yeah, I remember that interview. I remember, definitely, brother. Good having you on, man. You missed a jet setter, bro. Let the fuck. I want to know how you and your wife travel all the way to what, Rome?
Yeah.
I mean, how did that come about, bro? How did that come about? Because I know that was a beautiful time.
First of all, very beautiful. Just the fact that it was a week without the kids, okay? And I don't mean to like say to put the kids. I know I'm watching too. I saw my wife watching, but I'm just saying. So to answer your question, honestly, she just went to a bridal shower. You know, they do like bridal shows and bridal showers and things like that. And I was actually down at the Kingdom Image Awards down in Columbus, Ohio. And she went to the bridal show. Obviously, we were still just engaged at that point. And she wound up winning the honeymoon in like 2 other trips. So we went to, hey, babe, she's coming in now. We went to the Bahamas for our honeymoon. And then we just went to, she wanted to go to Athens, Greece. But she looked at the weather and was like, yeah, it's going to be too cold. So let's go to Italy. And my favorite food is Italian. So I was with it all day. I was like, yep, Italy it is.
Man, but you've been doing so well, bro. Come on, man. You can't go to Italy. Well, yes, you can. Yes, you can. If I had a chance to go to Italy, I wouldn't be on no regiment. So you're right. You're right.
Exactly.
Bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have to break that regiment.
For real.
We got to break that one.
Exactly. I'll be eating all the pasta, all the bread, and everything else that I can get my hands on. For real, I pay for it.
And the food out there is so much better than ours. The ingredients are fresher. The food is fresher. Like, they don't really use pesticides. I know they said it was illegal in at least most, if not all, of the country. So everything out there was just fresh and better, and it seemed more authentic. Like, I know you saw some of my stats. I'm like, yo, the Italian restaurants back home, man, count y'all days. That ain't it. This is Italian food.
Oh my!
So. Yeah, now, we loved it, man.
Now I'm gonna ask you one more question before I pass it over to my bro, man.
Okay.
Hey, you may remember, you may not remember, but you went live when you were out there in Rome, and you said your wife she either went to bed or went to the room and left you by yourself, and you was like, that was a big mistake. What trouble did you get into? I wanted to know, bro. What trouble did you get into?
So. If you remember, I also said I was looking to see what trouble I can start but not get into, because I wanted to make it home safe. So I'm like, let me see who can I stir up that I can stay out of it. I can be, But honestly, didn't even happen. Like, I went to dinner, and that's what it was. So we were staying at this resort where they essentially make you pay to feed you, if you will. So they provided our breakfast and dinner every day. And this particular day, I forget what we did that day, but she was just tired. She's like, I'm tired. I think it's the day we went to Tuscany. So she was like, yeah, I'm going to just pass and go to sleep. Like, you can go to dinner if you want, but, you know, I'm tired. And I was like, are you sure? Because, you know, when you leave me unsupervised, I'm left to my own vices. You know what I mean? Like, it don't always end up well. Like, But that particular day, it's like nobody else was there either. It was like this one other couple who went to Tuscany with us. They were there. It was this couple from Toronto, and like nobody else showed up that night. So I'm just sitting here like, the day that I'm free and I can cause havoc, ain't nobody here to mess with. Like, what's going on?
Look at God covering you all the way in Rome, telling you to pause.
Right.
All right, brother Birdie, jump on in there, bro.
I appreciate you, oh. But man, constant battle, bro. First of all, man, once again, we appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you for your time. And let me extend my congratulations to you and your wife. Sound like it wasn't that long ago you got married, man. So congratulations on that, bro. Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Yeah, and we're not even, we'll be 2 years in June. So not even 2 years yet.
All right. Congratulations, ma'am. I see you in the comments, Miss Amber. Congratulations. All right, bro. So look, let's start with it, man. I'm noticing the name off top. The name jumps out, Constant Battle, and I hear what it's saying. But explain the name. Explain, like you know how you came up with the name and everything.
So it's very interesting. A lot of people, a lot of Christians. Let me say that, because if you're a non-believer, you don't know any better. A lot of Christians assume that my name comes from Ephesians 6:12-14, where it talks about not wrestling against flesh and blood, but against the spirits and principalities. And I'm only paraphrasing, so I'm not even going to quote the whole thing right now. But that being said, that's also not where I got the name from. I let people run with it because, you know, it's a good thing to run with and have in mind. And, you know, it's a good place to kind of start with to have a better understanding when you're dealing with people and situations. But my name actually stems from when I was a kid in my teenage years. And my mom at the time, and I'm stressing at the time because it's not like that anymore, was very anti-religion, Christianity, whatever it was. She did not want me being a part of the church, period. So it was a constant battle in my own home for me to have a right to be a Christian. So we're like, in my opinion, I wasn't a bad kid. But like where other kids, they get in trouble, they get on punishment, they get grounded, this happened, that happened. If she did something that if I did something that she is by mom deemed, you know, bad or, you know, punishment worthy, my punishment would be I can't go to church. I can do anything else. I could go outside, I could play, you know. Most of my teenage years I had a job anyway, so she wasn't gonna stop me from doing that. You know, I can go to school and work. I could do anything I wanted except go to church. That would be my punishment. And then like she would just do other certain things that would make it difficult for me to go to church and do things like that. And we also bumped heads a lot. And again, I just want to reiterate and stress at that time, because it's not like that now. We have a much better relationship. We still bump heads as much as a parent and child would, but we have a much better relationship. She is saved now, actually.
Praise
and part
God.
of it is because she was like, I don't understand. She literally, I remember her telling me, I don't understand how I couldn't break you. Like she said that. And I remember one time, hopefully I don't get y'all in trouble or get in trouble. But I remember during that time when this is happening, like she said to me, like, I'm going to hell. Don't you want to go to hell with me? Like, I'm your mother. You should want to go to hell with me. And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, absolutely, you can have fun on that trip. I'm not trying to go there. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't know this stuff. Like, I'm just now in my recent years starting to be more open about things like that, which is why, like I said, I just let most people assume it's Ephesians, 6:12, because it can be tied to that. And it's not like that's wrong. It's still applicable. It's just not where I personally got it from. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was a constant battle growing up to even be a Christian. So even though we're in a better place now, it just stuck with me.
Man, amen for that, and praise God. That she's she's saved now, man. That's always a good thing to hear, and we share a similar background in that area, so I know where you're coming from. Because growing up, my mom was the Christian in the household, but surprisingly, at the time, my father was an atheist. I mean, he literally stood up in church and denied God, like there is no God. Like he go to church just to keep my mom quiet. But eventually, and rest his soul, now he's gone. But before he passed, he gave his life to God, and it went from him not believing in God to him teaching me about God, telling me about God, asking me, son, have you prayed today, man? So I understand that one, bro. So shout out to moms, man. Shout out to my dukes. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
As far as your music, man, how long have you been doing music, rapping?
Way too. Nah. I started. I remember this very clearly, September of 1998. And I know this because I was a freshman in high school in biology, which science was always my weakest subject. And I literally remember not even paying attention to the teacher because like, I'm going to fail this class anyway, which I did. So I'm sitting there. Now, mind you, it's September though. So it's the beginning of the year. I shouldn't even had that thought.
Come
I know
on,
my
bro.
So I was like, listen, I know better. I'm not passing this class. So I kind of zoned out. And I started writing, like I started doing like parody type raps. Like think of Weird Al Yankovic. I was doing songs like that, right? But nothing bad, nothing dirty or nothing, but I was doing parody type songs. And I remember it was in December of 2000 is when I decided I wanted to take music serious. And DMX was always my biggest influence. He was my favorite rapper. And I remember thinking, if he can do one song for God on every album, why can't I do every? So from the moment I decided to take music serious, I decided I was going to be, gospel rapper, Christian rapper, whatever you want to call it.
Man, that's a dope story, man. I like that. So DMX is a favorite, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. That's
So
what's up, man.
it's I mean, I'm trying to think of how I could be able to talk about it without talking about it in the sense of we don't want to glorify too much because we know he did that one song for God. But if you listen to DMX, you know what the rest of the album was. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't want to glorify too much of what the rest of that was. But if you followed him in even the slightest sense, you saw what he dealt with. You saw his struggles. But through it all, he was very open about his faith as well. You know what I mean? So even though he had, as most people would say, his quote unquote demons he dealt with, he also kept faith right until the end. And I noticed that, of course, even at a young age, and I admired that. And I was a Christian, and so that's why I was like, if he can do one, I can do every. So shout out to DMX for planting that seed.
Yeah, and you know what, bro? And that's I wouldn't even say that that's glorifying it, bro, because at the end of the day, we all have our demons that we deal with, and if you listen to his music, you could tell that he had a relationship with God. We don't know what that man was praying like behind doors. We don't know what he was doing. Another one, and who's my favorite artist actually would be Scarface. And Scarface is another one. He has a lot of songs, man, where he openly professes, his love for God, bro. So I mean, I wouldn't say it's glorifying. At the end of the day, we all have our our battles that we deal with. Okay,
Right.
so I'm gonna run this question because a question I always ask other artists that come on and stuff. Give me constant battles, whether it's secular or so-called CHH or gospel. Give me your top 5 all time rappers. Top 5 all time. All time. It could be
honestly,
secular or CHH.
Okay. DMX, of course, would be my number one. The rest I'm going to give no particular order. If I'm being biased, I would really just name all Ruff Ryders, but I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to do them all time. Another artist though who actually became saved, and the person that I actually found out about DMX through. I don't know if you know where I'm going, but Mace is in my top 5 personally.
Okay.
I just always resonated with his music. Like I know a lot of people said his second album was a flop. I love his second album. Like I got all 3 of his albums, and Welcome Back, of course, is kind of on the Christian side, so I still can play that to this day. Still top 5 all time. I can actually throw a CHH artist in there, and that would be Ambassador. Ambassador is actually in my top 5 all time.
Yeah, Ambassador's nasty. He rough with it, yes sir.
So let's see, X, Mace, Ambassador. Man, top 5. Of course, there's so many because I got put on. My mom is the one that put me on the hip hop, and she started with NWA. And it's like,
okay,
like I said, my mom wasn't saved, so it's like, yeah, it's like I kind of want to say Easy, but that kind of make me want to say Cube because he wrote all the easy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think I'm gonna go Cube. I'm gonna say Cube. I'm gonna say Cube, and let's see, man. there's so many people that come to mind, and I don't know where I want to rank them as far as top 5. Man, you know what? I'm gonna be the quote unquote artist and go the selfish route and say myself at number 5.
Hey, go ahead. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Like I said, and there's no particular order, so I might be higher.
I man.
I don't know why more artists don't put themselves within the top 5 or top 3 artists. Why not? You don't like
You know what it is? Exactly as I said, they don't want to risk coming off as being selfish or quote unquote arrogant, cocky, whatever. And so it's like, as much as artists, which we all know as an artist, if we're being real, you're supposed to feel that way. If you don't see yourself as a top 3, top 5, at least top 10, then why are you doing this? Every artist sees themselves as a top something. It's just a lot not going to admit it because they don't want to take that risk of coming off as being too arrogant or whatever.
Fact.
Honestly, a long time I wouldn't say, like, you can ask my people, a long time I wouldn't put myself in the top anything. Like, nah, leave me out of it. Like, I don't want to do that. I'm not. That's not what I'm doing this for. It's just all about the Lord. And it's ministry, but there's real goals. There's real expectations. There's real things you want to do. Like, I want to make money off of this. I'm not afraid to admit that. I want to win some awards. I'm not afraid to admit that. Like, I'm not going to say I'm not a successful artist because I feel like I've done everything there is to do. I've been in magazines. I've been on TV. I've been on radio. I have toured. I set up my own tours every year now. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be going to everybody like, hey, can you book me? Can you book me? Can you book me? And when I got tired of people acting like there's nothing available, it's like, you know what, let me just rent out your venue. I'll sell my own tickets. How about that? How about I'm gonna put some money in your hands, or somebody just point me in a direction where can I rent a venue, and I'll take care of the rest from there. So, and I have won awards, more so like local stuff though. You know what I mean? So I've done everything there is to do, but of course I want to scale up. You know what I mean? So like everybody again should want to. If you sit here and say you don't want to scale up again, you lying.
And man, I appreciate your honesty, bro. Thank you for being honest, because a lot of people, I'm one of those people who ask me that question, like, who are my favorite artists? And I don't put myself on there, but of course you should favor the music that you're doing. With anything that God gives you, that, like you said, why are you doing it if you're not liking what you're doing? And if you're doing it for God, it should be at the highest standard. So you should include yourself on there. So there's nothing wrong with, man, wanting to include yourself or to wanting to be compensated for what you're doing, because as an independent artist, you're putting out a lot. You're putting out a lot of resources, so why not? And man, God will bless you for that, bro. So we appreciate your honesty, man. Like, you're one of the first artists that have actually answered that question that way. So I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Real quick, bro. So when Constant Battle is creating music, or when you're getting ready to do your thing, I know what it looks like when Birdie does it, but what does it look like when you do it? What's your process like?
Ooh, it really depends on. I don't like using words like the vibe, so I feel like I'm past that generation to be using words like that. But it depends on the direction. There you go. That I want to take the song, right? So, excuse me 1 second. I'm sorry. Excuse me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right, my bad. So, when I listen to, first of all, I feel like the beat got to speak to me. Like I got so many beats that I've bought, or we're not even talking back when stuff was mixtape stuff, which I personally would still do mixtapes if they were popular. But forget the free beats. Even when the beats I bought, I have so many I've never touched because I like the beat. It sounds dope. But when I'm entering into, all right, let me actually sit down and write this song, and I'll explain that in a second because I don't actually write. If it's not speaking to me, I'm passing on it. So when I hear the beat, it got to start speaking to me. Once I feel like the beat is speaking to me, a lot of times, I actually come up with the hook first, or the concept/hook kind of together. Because the hook is going to be the main point, concept, all that. So that kind of comes together, and then I'll go into the verses. I don't know why, but I've done this for years. I'll come up with the first line and the last line of the verse that I do first. and then I'll fill in to make sure it all connects. So the first, because I always want to make sure my first line is impactful and that last line is impactful or memorable. So I always start first line, last line, and then I fill in the rest. Another thing, and my homeboy is watching. I saw he commented, so he can confirm. I don't actually write. Like, I'm one of them artists that just keep it in my head, and I just go over it over and over. Like, so every time I write a line, I literally go over the whole verse. So I also memorize my verses as I write them. So, because repetition, it's not even like I'm trying to memorize it, but repetition. If I'm going over every single line, every single time I come up with a new one, I make sure that it makes sense, because a lot of songs, and it irritates me, go off on tangents that has nothing to do with the song. Right. I know you're going to start a song that has nothing to do. So when as I write, as I'm going through my, in my own mind, I make sure every line makes sense. Every line goes together. Every line is, I mean, of course, creatively, sometimes I may go on a small tangent, but I make sure I reel it in very quickly. I don't spend half a verse talking about something that has nothing to do with the song. A line, maybe two, but then I bring it back. And then, like I said, it helps memorize. So when I get to the studio a lot of times as well, I don't waste a lot of time. I know a lot of artists talk about how much time they waste in studios, or, engineers complain, producers complain, people complain about how much money it costs. Like, when I get in there, I'm ready to go. Load this beat up. Let's get it. I already know what I'm going to say. I know how. And then let me say this. I don't think it's been mentioned yet, but I'm with the SPM family now, Serious People Music. And they actually got me doing demos now. So before, same process. I write the song, get in the studio. I know what I want to say. But because they had me do the demos, now I know how I want to say it. So I know what I want to say. I know how I want to say it. So once I get in the booth, it's go time. Like, unless the producer, which sometimes they do that too, they want to show you, let me show you this, let me show you that, let me show you this, hear this, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. It's like, yo, I don't have time to do that. If this is on your dime, whatever. But if this is on my dime, I need you to load that beat up. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's my creative process. Sometimes I will come up with a verse first, but more times than not, once that beat starts speaking to me, then I come up with the concept and the hook first. But especially if it's really like, and again, my boy Izzy confirmed, if that beat is really just hitting at that time and speaking to me, I'm already writing a verse. I may not have a hook. I'm already writing a verse. He'll see. He could look at me and he could tell. Like, he'd be like, this dude over here writing a verse, y'all. Everybody else be like, what you talking about? What you talking about? He'd be like, look at C, because he'll just call me C instead of or CB. Look at C. He's writing a verse right now. And sure enough, I just be over there and writing, just in my head, just writing. So the only thing is, it's kind of annoying though, because you need lyric sheets. So I don't have lyric sheets because I don't write when I go to write it. So then, the label or somebody else like, yeah, can you send me a lyric sheet? Yeah, as soon as I write it up, because I got to write it. I'll get that to you as soon as I do it.
Hey, that's gonna take a minute, but I got you.
Right, exactly.
All right, so I'm gonna ask one more question, brother, before I pass it over to O, and we probably gonna dive off into your music. So this is something that I've been incorporating over the last couple of interviews, man. So in our genre that we're in CHH, what do you feel about the current state of CHH? How do you feel? Do you feel like we're in a good place or room for improvement, or how do you feel about it as a whole?
As a whole, I feel like it's better than it was, but it's not as far as I expected it to be by now. Again, I started, if you want to count 98 or even 2000 when I started taking it seriously, I understand back then all the roadblocks and people not really being with it, and it's still the devil's music and churches not being open to it. Now I feel like it's time for this Joshua generation to die off, because y'all still not with it. Y'all still talking about it's for the youth, it's for the youth, it's for the youth. Like, hip hop itself is 50, and CHH is like right there behind it. All the people, most of the artists doing it right now is probably between 35 and 45. You know what I mean? And of course, we should be helping out the younger ones. And I feel like a lot of them are, like, I look at here in Buffalo, the people that I came up with in Buffalo, I feel like the artists that took it serious enough We've all established ourselves. We've all made moves. We've all, I don't want to say outgrew Buffalo, but we do different things. If you look like again, I'm from Buffalo, so the names I'm gonna say I might notice, like a Zadok, the God Hop MC. He will hog mob doing this thing.
One of those. Exactly.
Right. Exactly. I came up with Zay. You know what I mean? Not the whole time, but we was affiliated. AID Anomaly. We go to the same church. She was with God Over Money. She's moved on from them now, doing other things. But I said again myself with SPM. There's other artists that just moved out of the city and had other situations. But I feel like we've all matured and moved on. I don't see a lot of the next generation coming behind us. Like I couldn't name 5 CHH artists under the age of 25. I can only name one, and that's his name is Jason Grant. Well, his name is POG, the MC for Christ. And they're like, I don't even know what POG stand for, and that's a long title, and I'm gonna just call you Jason. And I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, but it's like I'm just he's under 25, but he's literally the only artist I know here in Buffalo under 25 that's trying to do this. Whereas like what happened, like I don't mind. I saw somebody put in the comments, we got to work together. We got to help the next generation, young ones. And I don't mind doing that. I actually made that a goal the last couple of years. I want to be more of an ambassador, more of a helper, more of a person that's going to, help the people coming behind me. And also even with the churches, like I said, that Joshua generation, man, there's a lot of people still not getting with it. And it's like, I don't understand how you think this is just for the youth and everybody doing it is roughly 40. Who you think they rapping to? Or I'll get people. I had somebody just the other day say they wish they could have got me for an event for some youth talking about, and they literally said kids like 8 to 10. And I was like, I'm kind of glad I wasn't available because 8 to 10-year-olds haven't lived long enough to appreciate my music. They haven't been through enough life. Now, I'm not saying I can't do something that's for them. I have, of course, older songs, or I know how to do certain songs in such a way that kids that young can enjoy it. But realistically, like I know my music at bare minimum is for like a 15, 16-year-old, somebody that, because around 15, 16, that's when we get to really thinking about life is hard. This is happening. I'm going through XYZ. Not that stuff don't happen before then, but I feel like that's when it really starts honing in on us. So about 15, 16 is about where I feel like my age range start, and then obviously on upward, of course, to older folks. But it's a lot of places that's still not getting with it, and I don't understand it. And is it like, are y'all trying to be gatekeepers? Are y'all scared that we won't just push y'all out completely, or what's really the problem? And I try to my best to do my part to keep things flowing. Like I reach out to DJs, Orlando, I owe you one. I know that now. I'll reach out to DJs just randomly, like, yo, you need a drop. I don't want nothing from you. You ain't got to play a song. You ain't got to, play a commercial. Just do you need a drop? Because I feel like another part of it is DJs and artists feel like the other needs them, but forget they need each other. Like 100% artists need DJs. DJs are the ones who break the records. 100% DJs need artists, because if it ain't no artists putting out records, what you breaking? So
spinning blank
they
records.
need each other. Right? So there seems to be this conflict of artists and DJs, and it's like, yo, it's already bad enough. We got to battle these old heads at the church that don't even want us there. We don't need to be fighting with each other. We need each other. What are y'all doing? So again, to recap, I don't know if I've rambled too long. It is absolutely farther than it was in 2000, but it's absolutely not as far as I believe it should be. And I'm saying again, as a whole, because we know there's some artists, you got your Lecrae, your Bizzle, we got a couple people that broke out, and you got your mainstream that I feel like mainstream music in general is just not as good as it used to be. But you got your independent artists that's doing things on a great and high level. So again, we're not where we should be, but we definitely better than where we were.
All right, bro. I appreciate that answer, man. All right, let's do it, man. What you got for us?
Exactly. I agree with everything that you just said about about the artists needing the DJs and the DJs needing the artists. That's something that I scream all the time. It's like, dude.
Appreciate it, Mary.
Seriously, what are you really thinking? For real, for real. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is Let's Talk Gospel right here on CHH Jams. We're live on the radio station, on our Facebook channel, YouTube, and X. So we're about to jump into a couple of commercials here, and then when we get back, we're gonna jump into some of Constant Battle's music. All right. So sit tight.
Sir.
Right back, yo.
Story Studios is a media, marketing, and production studio formed to give the storyteller the opportunity to own their story from a first person's point of view. Our motto, Your Story Matters, speaks for anyone who has positive stories to share in whatever format they want to share it. Story Studios currently share stories in the media, marketing, film, photography, graphic design, music, and podcast formats. Founders, Chris and Oriana Coleman, are fellow influencers, visionaries, artists, and most importantly, storytellers with over a decade of combined experience. If you're ready to grow your audience and impact, contact them today.
Don't tell me, do you feel that? Hey, don't tell me, do you feel that?
Hey, yo, are you sick of all these social media platforms not allowing your content and your creativity to come to the forefront? If you're ready for a game-changing online experience, let me introduce you to Stoop Up, the digital neighborhood that's shaking up social media. Hey, no more bots, no more fake accounts, and definitely no data suppression. At Stoop Up, we're all about boosting your voice, celebrating creativity, and building dope connections. It's where family-friendly and positivity unite in style. Hey, yo, so we're calling all community leaders, artists, entrepreneurs, and content creators. Get ready to cash in on your videos, streams, autocasts, photos, and your thoughts. On Stoop Up, you become a creator partner and monetize with just one supporter and a fully loaded stoop. Don't miss out. Log on today at www.stoopup.com and join the digital neighborhood for free. And let's supercharge your creativity. Stoop Up. Be the good news.
Don't tell me, do you feel that?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. We're back with more Let's Talk Gospel. Man, we're sitting down with our brother Constant Battle, and we're about to jump into his music here. Brother, let the folks know about Brand New Day.
Oh, so Brand New Day featuring Frankie Bells, for those who don't know. That actually came about a little differently. I actually wrote a completely different hook. I can't sing. So I like, let me get somebody who can sing. So I went to Frankie and was like, yo, I got this hook. I would like you to sing for me. And I sent him the reference. And he sent it back like, yeah, that's not gonna work. I got you. I got this hook for you. My homeboy T Ferg, a Buffalo, New York artist, who I have been pulling at, and I feel like it's been working. Me and a couple other people. He's technically a secular artist and producer, but he's been telling me a lot that he feels God is calling him to come over to gospel. He thinks he's gonna switch over to gospel, and so I had him craft the beat for me. Like I said, I hit up Frankie, I hit him with the hook. He was like, nope, I got this better hook. And then as far as the verses, and this is very important too, the verses are compiled from real conversations. So the first verse is like from a D-boy perspective. I talked to a few that I know. Similar stories, similar outcomes. That's where that verse came from. The second verse was from talking to single moms that I know. They pretty much all had the exact same story. Like, it's ridiculous how we treat women, but I ain't even going into that right now. But they pretty much all had the exact same story. So that second verse came from there. Third verse was a little bit of myself, actually, and a couple other people I know that went through like depression and suicidal and things of that nature, and where they came from. So all three verses came from real conversations I had with people, and that's how I compiled the verses for that song.
Wow, that's dope. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into Brand New Day. Y'all check it out. All the folks in the comments, let us know what you think about it. Go and follow our brother on Spotify and also on Apple Music. Let's go. Constant Battle. Brand New Day.
Mercies every morning. See me, I be ballin'. I'ma get my all in this brand new day. Lord, I need you by my side. You're the sustainer of life. Yeah. Everything is different now. I can go the extra mile. I can smile.
Very far from perfect, always have, never will be. Let me testify that y'all can be the jury. Started pretty typical, came up with a hard life. Found myself struggling, started moving hard white. Thought I was a cool guy, took advantage of girls. Like Pinky in the Brain was taking over the world. But all that would unfurl was a much deeper desire that took me from the frying pan straight into the fire. The fight of my life almost took me to my grave, but I learned some things, so I call it growing pain. Still the old life is ended, a new one has begun. I hope you still listening, my story has an end. These days, I need to give it back to the community. Instead of all the foolishness, I'm promoting unity. Speaking to these young boys in the street and in the pen, reminding them of 1 Peter 2 and verse 10.
Everything is different now. I'ma go the extra mile. See the sun in the clouds. Brand new day. Mercies every morning. See me, I be ballin'. I'ma give my all in this brand new day. Lord, I need you by my side. You're the sustainer of life. Yeah. Everything is different now. I can go the extra mile. I can smile.
Very far from perfect, always have, never will be. Let me tell my story so you see how it has built me. Started pretty typical, up in the boys' faces, trying to find love in all of the wrong places. Always happen fast, so that's what they labeled me. Not realizing that the love I gave was for them to see. It helps hold them down, it will help to build them up. That focus had to shift now that my son is growing up. People spreading rumors like I don't know who the father is. I'm trying to raise a child, don't have time for the foolishness. We're raising up a man, you don't listen to your petty friends. Hope you pay attention, cause that's not how my story ends. Giving my son confidence, I gave it to myself. Now I want to speak out to give these other girls some help. Keep your prayer life consistent. Trust me, you will see. Now look at the truth. I love me some
brand new day. Everything is different now. I'ma go the extra mile. See the sun in the clouds. Brand new day. Mercies every morning. See me, I be ballin'. I'ma give my all in this brand new day. Lord, I need you by my side. You're the sustainer of life. Yeah. Everything is different now. I can go the extra mile. I can smile.
Very far from perfect, always have, never will be. Cause you don't know my sins, doesn't mean that I'm not guilty. Started pretty typical, abused and neglected. Wasn't even typical, just didn't know the difference. Never see a joy like this, can't be right. All this depression and this misery, it can't be life. So I just stayed to myself, except for the masturbation. Mind always racing, focused on penetration. Suicidal thoughts, don't have the time to list them. Traces of poison, still found in my system. Enough is enough, I pray to God for his wisdom. My story continues, but now here's a new vision. Hopeless on my own, but found hope within them. Scriptures is a meditate from that mental prison. In verse 36 of John 8, you'll see who the Son sets free is free indeed.
Brand new day. Everything is different now. I'ma go the extra mile. See the sun in the clouds. Brand new day. Mercies every morning. See me, I be ballin'. I'ma give my all in this brand new day. Lord, I need you by my side. You're the sustainer of life. Yeah. Everything is different now. I can go the extra mile. I can smile. Brand new day. Everything is different now. I'ma go the extra mile. See the sun in the clouds. Brand new day. Mercies every morning. See me, I be ballin'. I'ma give my all in this brand new day. Lord, I need you by my side. You're the sustainer of life. Yeah. Everything is different now. I can go the extra mile. I can smile.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I need you to send me that track, man. I need you to send me that
Word.
track so I can go ahead and load that to the station, man. For real.
Absolutely.
Any tracks that you have that you want me to load to the station, go ahead and send them to me tonight so I can go ahead and get them in rotation, bro. I'm telling you.
Word.
That joint,
Oh, man. Yeah,
y'all
that
don't
joint banging.
Bells is, I'm telling you, I remember Frankie Bells when he released his very first project with K-Drama. That joint was banging. I'm telling you, banging. So I always wondered what happened, you know what I'm saying, far as consistency with him. But, you know, hey, everybody moves the way that God, you know, has them moving. So
exactly.
That's a nice track, man.
Thank you.
I need that joint like yesterday, for real. I'm gonna keep saying that. I do. I need that joint like yesterday. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, man, make sure y'all go and check out our brother Constant Battle or anywhere that you stream your music, like my brother Birdie put in there, man.
Yes,
Definitely,
sir.
that joint is hot like fire, fire, like
And
downright.
listen, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm the type that I like to try to show appreciation to people as well. So that being said, I actually have a new single coming out next month. I don't have a pre-save link yet, but if y'all follow me on different social media at Constant Battle One, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and I'll let y'all know the pre-save link is available. I'm going to do a raffle for people who pre-save it. You got to show me the proof of the pre-save, right? I'm going to do a raffle and pay for a year subscription for somebody. So whether it's Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever, you show me that, show me that proof that you pre-saved it. I'm doing a raffle out of that, and you can get a year of your service, paid for.
Woo!
That's love.
I better get up on that. Get up on
I'm
it.
telling you.
Yeah. So first, y'all got to follow me. So y'all can find out when a pre-save is available, because it's not available yet. So y'all got to follow me first. And then once it's available, just, follow the rules to show that you got the pre-save, and we go from there.
Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We started off a little bit late with the interview, but that's okay. It's been an excellent time so far. And we still got to squeeze in the unique question of the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is time for the unique question of the show. All right, brother Birdie, hit him with it, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers and listeners, it is now time for the unique question of the night. I myself, Bertrand Burton McKinney, have nothing to do with this question. This question belongs to Orlando Page and Orlando Page only. So any repercussions that might come from this question will go towards him. I am freeing myself of all liabilities of the unique question. Thank you for participating. All right, Constant Battle, are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for y'all that already has watched the show, listened to the show, y'all already know what's about to happen, so it's all good. All right, we have two questions for you, Constant. We have a serious question and we have a joke question. Which question would you like to have first?
Oh, let's go with the serious question, then we get in on a light note.
Everybody wants the serious question first, but that's okay. I like that. All right, here we go with the serious question. I gotta remember it again. Man, boy, I'm getting old. Boy, I'm telling you, I just had it in my head. I'm getting old already. But yeah, with the serious question.
Yes, you can triple stamp or double stamp. I'm joking.
When did you realize that what you are doing is very detrimental to other people that are watching you? Like, let me give you an example. I had one of those epiphanies, one of those aha moments this morning when I was watching the Preston and Jackie Hill Perry. I've been watching them for the past three mornings, like almost faithfully, watching their shows and stuff like that. And I had an aha moment where I was like, wow, what if there's somebody that's watching me as much as I'm watching them? And I may slip up within my life, I may do something wrong, but somebody's actually paying attention to my walk and what I'm doing. And then I had that aha moment right there that, man, not saying that I am, but I got to stop not taking it seriously with what God has blessed me with, because there's somebody out here that is following my words, following what we're talking about, following the guests and everything that we have on the show. So when can you say or think when you may have had that first aha moment?
Oh, is really kind of two moments that come to mind. I know you said the first one. I don't remember which one was first, so I'm just give you both real quick. One, I actually was not feeling well. I was sick. I was under the weather, and I was headed to church. And I stopped at McDonald's. McDonald's is down the street from the church. And these little kids, I have no idea who they are, all knew who I was. They was all like, "Hey, CB, hey, CB, hey, CB." And I was like, "Who kids are these?" And then I was like, they must have seen me at a show or something. And, you know, I was like, man, I wasn't even in what I like to call artist mode. You know, I was just being me. And like I said, I was under the weather. So I'm really not thinking, you know, I'm expecting to see people, you know. So that was like, man, I'm glad I wasn't doing nothing crazy right now. I'm glad I was good. The second one is I did a show. I was part of this organization, crew, whatever you want to call it. And we had this show booked for us. And the show got canceled and they forgot to tell us. The church canceled the show because of whatever happened. It forgot to tell us. So we show up, we set up our equipment, we ready to go. And there's one person who also never got the memo. She showed up with her baby. So it's this one lady in the crowd with her baby, and she got her phone. And we did, our full-blown concert for this lady because she showed up. But I noticed she had her phone. So the point that I'm making, it didn't matter how many people was in the crowd. The fact that she had her phone, we don't know who saw it. We don't know what the reach was. We don't know her info. We don't know nothing about this lady. We just know she showed up and had her camera out and ready and recorded this whole show. And so I'm like, man, the camera is really always on, because it may have been one person in front of us and we was ready to perform for the pews because that's why we was doing it still. But again, we don't know how many people saw that video that she took. And so it's those two things, those kids knowing who I were and that lady showing up. Actually, I'll give you a third. Across the street from my old church, I don't go to this church anymore. There was a bar. This guy literally left out the bar to like say what's up to me. Like it was in the summertime, so the doors is open. You can see clean into the bar. And we set up to do a show at my church. And this dude came, "Oh, constant battle. Yo, I love you, man. I know all your music, blah, 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 blah." And my manager at the time was like, "Did he just get up and leave his drink to come say what's up to you?" Like that's what he was like, "Yo, you got people coming out of bars, leaving their drink. And you know you're not supposed to do that." I mean, I don't drink, but you know, he for people who know, you know. He was like, "You're not supposed to do that." That man got up and left his drink. And I was like, I didn't realize I had that kind of impact on people. So I know I was supposed to give you one, but you know, I've been doing this since '98, so I got stories.
That was good. I mean, I love that. I love that. All three of them, definitely. And you're right. I mean, because any one of those could have went in a whole nother direction if you weren't being who you were supposed to be as far as the man of God that you are. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, brother. I love that. Now, the joke one. All right, the joke one. How would you, and see, your wife is in the comments, so, but, you know, hey, I'm not the one that's going to get in trouble. You are. So I'm not.
And this is why I get a disclaimer. Right here. This is why
every time we watch Family Feud, I tell her, any answer I give, I'm just trying to win the money.
You covered yourself already. But all right. How would you tell your wife, especially since y'all are newlyweds, how would you tell your wife that whatever, like, it's a dish that she made and she was trying something new, never made it before? How would you tell your wife that this is garbage? I don't like this.
Ooh. That's hard because she cooks really well. I mean, why do you think I married her? I ain't married. I mean, she's beautiful, but she cooks really well. Man. And you know what's funny? She actually thinks that sometimes. I put cheese and hot sauce on a lot of my stuff. And she goes, "Why you always feel like you gotta doctor it up? What you trying to?" I'm like, "Yo, wait. That's just that's just me. I'm not saying you, like I just said, she cooks really well. She's a phenomenal cook. Oh man, how would I tell her?
I'm saying hypothetically. You know,
Yeah. Okay. Oh, trust me, I know.
yeah.
Hypothetically, I feel like our dog Princess would have somehow mistakenly gotten to it. And it's gonna be like, well, I guess we gotta go out to eat now. Princess that got to the food. We can't eat the food. Princess got it. You know, you can't eat after the dog. The dog got the food. We gotta go. We're gonna have to go out and eat.
Oh my goodness. Stand on it. Stand on it.
Right. Look, hey, she in the comments, she said your wife is a beast in the kitchen. That's right, sis. Pop your collar. Pop your collar.
Okay.
Stand on it. And don't blame the baby.
Man, listen.
Stand on it, bro. Sis, stand on it. Stand on it. Man. See, she gonna show y'all out there along with her hubby. You know, put yourself in that top 5. She already said she in the kitchen. Amen.
Exactly.
Hey,
and look, all the chef show. Listen, all the cooking and chef shows we watch. Next Level Chef, Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares, Gordon Ramsay All Stars. She forget me. She would never let Ramsay down like that. Okay, like she's not gonna disappoint Ramsay. Okay.
Oh my goodness, that is too funny. That is way too funny, man. I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just to let y'all know, man, we're about to start wrapping this up. This has been another excellent episode of Let's Talk Gospel right here on CJ's Jam. Sitting down with our brother Constant Battle. Of course, I got my brother Bertrand McKinney in the building along with me. Constant, let the folks know, man, how they can go about supporting you and also your social media tags.
All right, cool. So I actually tagged my fan page in the comments because I saw somebody request it. Like before you go, make sure you tag it. So go through the comments to look where it's going to say Constant Battle twice, essentially, because I got this page that say Constant Battle and I tag my fan page. So look for where Constant Battle tag Constant Battle and click on that fan page. And also to make it easier, I don't do all the social medias because it's too much to keep up with. I want to just focus on a few and just be really good at those. That being said, Facebook, Instagram, I believe TikTok is the same, YouTube, all of them are at Constant Battle, the number 1. So at Constant Battle 1, you can find me on any of those. As far as like Spotify, Apple Music, all of that, the 1 isn't there. Just look me up, Constant Battle, spelled correctly, by the way. I don't do the K instead of C, and I spell it correctly. So look up Constant Battle on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you like to consume your music, and you can find me there. Like I said, the social media stuff is Constant Battle 1. Don't forget to follow me now anyway, so that you can find out when that pre-save link becomes available and have your chance to win a year of your service paid for. So I do want to remind y'all of that.
All right, now, Constant, we don't want to see no sign up talking about some, oh, my wife won, so y'all can't win. You know?
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. And you know what? She actually would pre-save it too. Like, really, babe, you ain't got to. She would do it. Listen. Part of the reason I knew I was gonna marry her when I first met her, before we even started dating, I was putting the project out around that time. And I remember it dropped, and I was like, "Yeah, did you by chance, get a chance to, stream it, listen to it, whatever?" She showed me, she's like, "Oh, you talking about this?" And she already had it. Like, they downloaded it, they listened to it a few times, and like I said, we weren't even dating yet. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm marrying this woman." Like straight up.
Bet.
Yeah.
All right, brother Birdie, go ahead and start wrapping it up, bro.
Yes, indeed, bro. Appreciate you, man. Everybody in the comments, for those that's watching, listening, if you're catching this on the replay, look, as usual, Orlando and myself, we appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Thank y'all for, just taking time out of your day to chop it up with us. Also, I want to hammer that point home. Y'all go right now, after you get through with this, if you haven't done so, go look our brother Constant Battle up wherever you stream your music. And y'all go support this brother, man. Y'all listen to his music, add him to your streams, your playlist, all that good stuff. Show love. It doesn't cost a dime for you to follow somebody. So we appreciate that. Bro, man, Constant, thank you for coming on once again, for giving us your time, man. Enjoyed the interview, great interview. And love the song that I hear, man. I'm looking forward to listening to more of your music, man. That was my first time hearing your music, so I love it, bro.
Okay.
I love it. Artist to
I
artist, man.
appreciate it.
Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Keep doing what you're
I
doing. May
appreciate
God
it.
bless you and your marriage, man. Absolutely.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna make sure I look you up as well, Birdie. Of course, me and Orlando already connected. I gotta say, Orlando, I'm kind of disappointed you ain't had your shirt on. I got mine on. I know y'all can't really see it, because I'm sitting. But I really was expecting Orlando to have his shirt on, man.
The shirt is actually hanging on my dresser. I planned on having it on. I planned on wearing it. But what happened was I had to go to praise team practice, and by the time I got back, I didn't hurry up and throw it on. So that is my bad. That is my
Nah,
bad.
bro, don't let him slide with that, bro. Don't let him slide with that. He can ask you uncomfortable questions. He can ask you questions while your wife online. Get him, bro. Get him.
Listen,
Hold on for a minute. Hold on, because I was just about to ask you just now. I was about to ask you about your shirts and everything, because we need to go ahead and have you sponsor the show, bro. What's up, man? Send a shirt to
listen.
Send
We
a
could
shirt.
definitely talk about it. We could definitely talk about it. I will say this. I forgot to mention this earlier. I'm actually doing, like I said, I like to give back to the people that support me, right? So I haven't talked about it much because I kind of feel like it's slowed down a little bit, but that shouldn't stop me. I need to ramp it back up, right? So, like I said, I don't do all the social medias. I try to focus on a couple and do them well. So on Instagram and on YouTube, there's another opportunity to win free merch. So right now, hold on, let me double check. I got my phone right here. I'm at roughly 1,500. I know that roughly 1,500 people on IG, and I was debating between 25 or 3,000. I think I'm gonna go 25. I'm gonna scale up correctly. I'm currently at, I'm at exactly 1,513 followers right now. When I get to 2,500 followers, I'm going to give away a free, essentially custom shirt. And I say custom because obviously you got to tell me what size you wear. You can pick the color shirt you want. You can pick the color logo you want. And I essentially got two different logos. One is called like a see-through, one is a solid. So you can pick the type of logo you want, the color you want the logo to be, the color shirt. You're essentially customizing your own shirt. So all you got to do that, follow me specifically on Instagram at Constant Battle 1. Comment on my videos and post or whatever. And when I get to 2,500, I'm going to pull one at random. I found like a random, comment generator, and I'm going to pick somebody. So all you got to do is follow and comment for that. You ain't got to show proof, or, the proof is going to be that you commented. You know what I mean? And then on YouTube, it's going to be, because YouTube, of course, people is a little more valuable, if you will. So that being said, I'm trying to see how many followers I'm at now. Give me 1 second. 1 second. So I'm literally only at 121 people on YouTube. When I get to 500 people on YouTube, it's essentially going to be the same thing, but it's going to be like a Letterman jacket, which of course is a lot more expensive. So t-shirt, or you can do long sleeve if you want, like say if it's cold when it happens. I live in Buffalo, so it's March, but it might snow tomorrow. It's not going to snow now, but y'all get what I'm saying. No, y'all know about Buffalo weather. So, if you want a long sleeve tee or a short sleeve tee, that's what we're doing over there when we get to 2,500. YouTube, and then of course I'm gonna keep scaling up when we get to 2,500, so on and so forth. Y'all know how that go. And then on YouTube, when I get to 500, it's gonna be that Letterman jacket. And again, it's gonna be customized. Tell me your size, tell me what jacket you want, tell me which logo you want, and we're gonna make that happen. All you gotta do again is just subscribe over there. Comment on my videos as I put them up, and when I get to those numbers, I'm pulling a random one to give. I just want to show my supporters love. So,
Amen. Most definitely. Make sure y'all get ready for that, man. Run on over there and start following the brother, man.
Yeah, do that. Listen. I'm gonna need y'all to either do it quickly or take a long time, because if both happen around the same time, my wife probably gonna be mad that I'm giving away so much stuff. Like, you giving away a t-shirt, a year subscription, and a Letterman jacket all right now. We got things we're trying to do. So,
Amen. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, man, we're about to wrap it up for tonight, man. Y'all know tomorrow night we have Bible study with Pastor G. So make sure y'all check out for Bible study. That is Let's Talk Gospel Bible Study, headed by Pastor G, and we'll be on here tomorrow night, and then Friday night we're wrapping it up Friday night with some more Let's Talk Gospel right here on CHH Jams. We're gonna end the show with Hard Truth by our sister Danielle Speaks, man. So peace and love to all of y'all. Y'all have a great night, and we'll catch y'all tomorrow night, 9:30. 9:30 is Bible study, not 9 o'clock. It's 9:30. So check us out tomorrow night. All right, Constant. We're gonna chop it up. Get some business straightened out. So definitely. All right, man. Y'all take it easy. Everybody in the comments. Mary, Constant Battle's wife. Joshua, I saw you in there. Our brother Complete was in there. Angela, I believe she may have been there, or she may be at practice tonight. But man, everybody in the comments, if I missed your name, I do apologize. Mr. Classy. So we love y'all. Thank y'all.
Take it. I really wanna know the truth. I really wanna know you. Can't seem to find the words to say why I feel this way. Are you here to stay? I really wanna know the truth. I really wanna know you. I really wanna hear you say that you're here to stay. Take this hurt away.
Back and forth in my head like a bass drum. One side says forget it, other says you're soon to come. My heart is like a puzzle piece. Picture me in one piece, scrolling down my feed, hoping somebody will rescue me. Indecision causing strife, messing with my inner vision. I sit alone in my room, looking at the ceiling, praying that my words will reach you, praying that someone to teach you. Sticking to the facts, cause embellishments have gotten lethal. We don't pray no more, not the same no more. Seeking fame for more, we don't stay no more. I wish somebody would just lead me to the truth, but it seems we lost our way, so I need it straight from you. Talk to me.
I really wanna know the truth. I really wanna know you. Can't seem to find the words to say why I feel this way. Are you here to stay? I really wanna know the truth. I really wanna know you. I really wanna hear you say that you're here to stay. Take this hurt.
I remember growing up in the church. It's not everybody's story, but for me it just works. Soon as somebody new walked into the church, we broke bread, then we got fed after we church. Back then, it wasn't about getting your membership. It was about you getting through them gates so you could enter in. It was a 12th dimension. It was that inner feeling, knowing that your love could overcome and help complete the mission. Now it seems all we care about is status. Taking notes to find out who's the best, like it matters. Funny how you said we shouldn't judge by appearance, but that's all we seem to do, and we expect the world to hear us. More concerned about the wealth, who we know, where we been, while the whole world's drowning in sin. I can't pretend no more. Truth is, we just don't know you no more. If you're listening, Lord, I'm knocking, please come open the door.
I really wanna know the truth. I really wanna know you. Can't seem to find the words to say why I feel this way. Are you here to stay? I really wanna know the truth. I really wanna know you. I really wanna hear you say that you're here to stay. Take this hurt away.